Why are you here?
Perfect.
What are you doing here?
Playing hockey here. Yeah, no, I signed here for a little bit of a change of scenery.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years in Anaheim, and I think it was time for the both parties to split ways. And the Rangers were pretty much the first team to call. And when I heard that they were offering me something, it was a no-brainer for me with the culture here, the organization, the chance. So it was a no-brainer for me to sign here.
I saw just looking up at your resume that you played the whole season last year in Anaheim. How was that? And were you surprised when they didn't want you back?
Yeah, no, it was a tough season. It was my first full season in the NHL, and I was pretty much in and out of the lineup, and it was a situation that I never been part of before in my life, being in and out, different position. Like I'm naturally a center, but in Anaheim I was playing center, left wing, right wing, depending on who was in and who was out in the lineup. So I think that was hard to manage for me last year, and obviously it didn't put up a lot of points. I wasn't playing like I was the past couple of years, so I think it was a big learning experience. I think I came out a better player of that experience, and I'm ready to bring it here in New York.
Then what is your thinking coming into this camp in terms of it's a training camp? You look at it seems like their lineup is pretty set. So how are you going to break into that?
Yeah, I take it day by day. Like I've made the mistakes in the past to look forward and having a ton of expectation on cracking the lineup or whatever, and I think that did absolutely no good for me. Taking it day by day. I think the first game that I played against Boston was pretty average game, different system, different everything. So I think it was big learning curve. Hopefully, if I get another game, I'll be better for sure and prove that I belong in the NHL.
For Rangers fans that don't really know your game too well, how do you describe yourself as a player?
I'm a two-way center. I can chip in offensively as much as defensively, but the defense is mainly the biggest part of my game. If I'm not good defensively, I want to have the puck as much, and especially on the rush, getting the puck down low. I think I'm a pretty fast guy, so if I get the puck down low with a ton of speed, it creates chances for me on the rush and for my line mates as well. Good on draws, good on penalty kill. That's pretty much it.
I saw you were the captain in Halifax back in the day. Is leadership a quality that you kind of pride yourself on? Is it a big part of your game?
Of course, especially as a two-way center. Like you see guys in the league that are two ways, like guys like Bergeron back in the days. You see guys like Taze, like Crosby, and these guys, like they're two-way players. They do everything right, defensively, offensively. So you want to get lead by those guys because they do everything well. They care defensively. They block shots. They do every little thing to win. So I pride myself on doing those things, and hopefully that brings some leadership.
You said you learned a lot last year being with the Ducks. What did you learn just about being an NHL professional and just being around that environment?
Yeah, it was pretty good. My second year, I made the team out of Chem too when I was 21, so it wasn't really my first experience, but last year as a full season, it was just really how to take care of yourself, and especially because in Anaheim we had really long road trips. We're on the road a lot, so sometimes when you have a bad game, let's say on Monday, you play the next day, and so you got to turn the page really quick, and that's something that I wasn't really used to in the American League or back in the days in the Q. So every day's got to be a new day, even if the last day was a bad day. Let's say you got to put it aside and come back better the next day, because it's a performance-based league, and if you don't perform, you're not going to play.
Did you play for France?
I didn't. I was born there, but I tried to play for the national team, but I haven't played a full year in France, so I'm not eligible.
You have to play over there? Oh,
yeah, 1 year, unfortunately.